parallel and perpendicular lines with algebra. Okay, so you know parallel lines will never intersect. What is the property of perpendicular? How do they intersect? So you have a right angle there, okay? Now, the way we're going to talk about them today, because we already constructed them, okay? We already know what they look like. We're going to talk about them being on a coordinate grid, like those graphs there, okay? So you're going to have to bring back your Algebra 1 skills. Okay, so remember from algebra that lines that are parallel have the same slope. Same. Write that down. We have the same slope. Okay, and then lines that are perpendicular, this is the more challenging one. What do those have? Opposite, reciprocal, there we go. Reciprocal slopes. Okay, so highlight that, write it down, make sure you remember that. Okay, so something to remember in your practice. Okay, so slopes. Here's an example of some slopes that are the same and they're written in equation form. Therefore, these two lines will be parallel. So what you want to focus on is that coefficient right there and that coefficient because that's the slope. Okay, so I have these formulas over here. Remember this one's called slope intercept form? There you go. The M is the slope, the B is the y-intercept. Okay? So whatever that number is, if it's the same as the other one, like in this case 3 and 3, then those two lines, if you're going to find your calculator, they're going to be parallel. Okay? Here's an example of some perpendicular lines. Focusing again on the coefficient of x. This one is 2/3. This one is -3/2. So reciprocal means you take the numerator and the denominator and you flip them. That's it. And then if one's positive, make the other one negative. And vice versa. If it's negative, make it positive. Okay? So we're going to have to come up, like we're going to be given one equation and we have to come up with another one. Yes? Like whole numbers? Yeah, right. Good. I'm glad you said that. So if we have a slope that is, let's say, a whole number of 4. What is 4 written as a fraction? 4 over 1, right? So if you want to, you can always turn it into a fraction, so then you can kind of see what it looks like. So what is the opposite reciprocal going to look like? Negative, because that one's positive, 1/4. You can put the negative on top or on bottom. Just don't do it on both because then it turns into what? Positive. So you just put on top or bottom. Sometimes people put it together in front too. So it doesn't matter. All right? So whole numbers, if you want to, you can pretend like write it out over 1 and then flip it. Okay? All right. So let's just do some problems because this is pretty much the gist of it. Okay? You gotta just work with slopes. That's it. Okay, so let's do some problems. So the first one, it says write an equation of a line that is parallel to y equals 4x minus 1, and it goes through the point 1, 2. Okay, writing in slope-intercept form. Okay, so tell me one thing we know about this new line length. Tell me one thing we know about this new line. Okay, because this gave us some information about the other line. Which, by the way, I would highlight that word right there. Okay? Alright, what do we know, Lane, about this new line? Which is left. Oh, very good. Alright, so let's write that down. We know something about the new line. It has a slope of 4. Okay? Name something else we know about this line, Jordan. Right, which one is that? 1, 2. Okay, rewrite that again or highlight it in the problem. So, I write this stuff down so you have some information written down and it's visual to you, okay, because I'm a visual learner. It's visual, and you're going to use that information to write the new equation, okay? Now you want to use one of these over here. So look over here. You're going to either use this one here or this one here, okay? You don't like to like slope? Okay, so then let's use this one first, just because Connor doesn't like the other one. This one, I'm going to use that other one, because some people may like that one, okay? See, that's the great thing about math, you can do it however you want. Okay, so we want to write down the point slope formula. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, we know this over here. Let's plug in what we know. Okay, so do we know the y? Yeah. What's the y? 2. Do we know the m? Yeah. Do we know the x? 1. Do we know the b? No. So we're going to leave it b. Okay? So we have one unknown variable. We solve for the b. Therefore, we can write the equation. Okay? So that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to write the equation. All right. So what is that? How do I get rid of that? Yeah, you can multiply and subtract it. Okay? Whenever you do to one side, you do to the other. That'll cancel out. So I have b by itself already equals what? -2. So now I know the b. I know the slope. Let's write out the equation. Y equals what, y'all? And there's our answer. Okay? And that's working with the first equation, the slope-intercept formula. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. The next one has to do with what? Perpendicular. So already I would highlight that. Like, you got to think in your head when you're highlighting it. You got to be thinking opposite reciprocal slopes. Okay, and then it's going to be perpendicular to that, and it's going to go through that, and we're going to write it in slope-intercept formula. Okay, so let's write these two things down. Let's see, Olivia. So, and name one thing you know about this new line. Write it down, Connor. All right, so we know it's going to go through 4, 5. Good. All right, and David, what else do we know about this new line? You said that. The slope is second. He's thinking of what kind of line? Parallel. No, he highlighted it already. So, that's it. Logan. What is it? 1/2. All right. Okay, so you know those two things. Now, I already told you, that I'm going to use the other ones, that way people can see the other option of using point slope. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay? Leave that out of the y. Your y1 comes from the point. So what's y1 now? What's the n? And then that stays x, and then what's x1? 4. Alright? So then now, all you do is simplify it to make it look like that part. What do we do here? What's that called? Distributive property. So that's 1 half x minus what x? Minus 2. So all I did was multiply. Okay, and I still have y minus 5 on the other side. So now I just have one more step to do to get y by itself. What do I do? Add 5. Add 5 here. Now you can only add 5 to the right terms. Do you add 5 to the one down? Oh, see, I remember that from another one. So then we got 1 half x. And there's your answer. It's slope-intercept form. So that's using point slope. That's using slope-intercept form. You get to pick which one you'd rather use. Each one gives the same answer. Okay? next one. Okay. So the next one, it says, write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to. It's different, I know. Yeah.
One is perpendicular to 12x minus
Yeah, they're gonna write change it. Oh, let me see it. Yes, no. Okay, so what was it again? Okay, so it's going to go through that point. It's going to go through that point, and it's going to be perpendicular to that equation. So, let's see. Good. Emma. I mean, go. So, what is different about this one compared to the last two we just did? Be quiet. What format? That's it right there. So this equation right here is not already like y equals mx+b. So you know what a lot of students do in the past that I've seen them do, I should say, and some still will do, is they say that the slope is what? 12. But the slope is not 12. They are just seeing the coefficient of x, and they just go slope is 12. So therefore, the perpendicular, the new slope will be -1/12, and then you got it all wrong. Okay? So what do we have to do to that, Connor, before we can move on? You have to make it look like what? It looks like y equals mx+b. So let's do that. So what do you get rid of? Minus the 12x?
Yes.
All right. Minus the 12x. Whenever you do it one side, you do the other. Now, here's what some people do also. They subtract it from the 20. Why can't you subtract it from the 20? So, what do I have left? And then, what's the last step? By -6. And so, whatever you do one side, you got to do the other. How many terms are over here? 2. So you have to do both. Okay? If you only do one, you're going to get it wrong. Okay? So y equals negative or positive? And then you have to plus, no, plus, Three and what? 3 and a third. Okay? It's 18, and then you look at the remainder of 2. 2/6 reduces to what? 1/3. Okay, so this is your equation that we're working with. So after that, we know what this new slope. What's the new slope? The new slope, -1.5, and then it goes through that point. Okay? Now, it says we have to put it in point slope formula, or point slope form, so we might as well just start with that. Okay? So, y minus what? -4, so it'll be a +4, so you change those to positive. Equals -1/2 times, and there it is. Because I like to write out minus and negative, and then it's just a reminder that it turns out positive. From right there. Okay, so remember the formula goes y minus y1? Well, this is the y y, so that went there. Okay? Minus a negative means I have to turn it into positive. Yeah, everybody always makes fun of that. Like, for me every year. Always is. And why do you put it and then we can stop there, right? Because it just has to be that formula. Here you go. All right, one more slide. Okay, so we have a bunch of points there. Okay, and it says are AB and CD parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So AB is going to be a line. So basically it looks like this. Here's A and there's B. Okay? Or you can represent it as a segment too, but really it's the line that goes on from. So which formula did we not use when you see it up on the board? The slope formula. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So that's the one you want to use there. Okay? So what is Y2? Think about these two right here. 6 minus 4 over 3 minus 2. So that's a 2 and that's a 1, which is just 2. Alright, so the slope of AB is 2. Okay, so depending on what the next slope is, then we'll be able to tell. So next one is CD. And so what's Y2? 0 minus 2 over -5. Okay, good. Somebody said 0 first. So you have to go with this as your x2, y2. Okay? It doesn't matter which one you do, you'll still get the same answer, but you gotta make sure you keep them in the correct order. So it's -5 minus -4. The x is going bottom. So there's that double negative, I'll make it to a positive. So what's the numerator, y'all? Over -1, what does that reduce to? It's 2. Remember, if you have a negative on top and on bottom, it can't just 2 and positive. Alright, so that's 2, that's 2, that means these two lines are going to be what? Okay, so that one is easy, that one you have on your assignment, right, and have your test coming. Alright, last one, a little bit more challenging. Okay, it says find 2 possible points for E so that AB is perpendicular to CE. Okay, so here, let me just draw it out for you first so you can have an idea. So there's no E, right? But there is an AB. So let's pretend AB looks like a over here. So that's A and that's B. And then it says CE is going to be what? Perpendicular to that. Randy, pay attention. Okay, so C is going to be right there. E, we don't know where it is, but we do know that a line's going to go through that, and it's going to be perpendicular. Okay? So E is anywhere. It could be there, it could be there, it could be there, it could be there, it could be there. It could be anywhere on that line. That's why there's infinitely many answers, but all you have to give is 2 possible answers. Okay? What do you know about these 2 lines? And the slopes are 90 degrees. Opposite reciprocals, okay? So the slopes have to be opposite reciprocals. Don't you know one of the slopes already? Okay, so we know that the AB slope is 2. What is the slope of that one, y'all? -1/2. Okay? So the new slope is -1/2. We already know the original one. So let me tell you the easy way to do that. You can get one of these papers, which you are always able to have. Okay, graph paper. I'll go stock it up here if we're running low. But you can just graph it, and then do you remember how to do a rise over run? Yes. Yeah, so you can actually just put, what was C at? C is at -0. That's at -50 point. You can just go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, and boom, there's 2 points on this little thing right here. Okay? Now, that's the easy way, and these are little simple baby numbers, so I would recommend doing it on here. Now, I'm going to tell you right now ahead of time, on your test or your quiz coming up, you're going to have large numbers, like I'm going to give you like in the 30s, 40s, 50s, or 70s. You're not going to want to graph those, okay? Because then you have to worry about changing the scale, you don't have time. So we're going to use the formula. Okay, so here's how you would use the formula. You go, let's see. That formula right there, we're going to go with C being one of our points. So C is negative 5, 0. So you would do 0 minus, you don't know the other y, so we're going to just say y, over negative 5 minus some x equals, what is it supposed to equal? No, what's the slope of C? Negative 1 over 2. Notice I put the negative on top with the 1. You can put it on the bottom if you want. That's just the way I chose to do it. Okay? Okay, this is the slope. This is the slope formula, right? Okay. This is C. That's point C. This right here is point E. Do we know point E? No, that's what we're going to solve for. So if we can figure out what X and Y are, there's my E. Okay, so all I did was plug it into the formula. I knew the slope. I knew one of the points. I don't know one of the other points. When up there, we knew the 2 points to begin with, right? And we solved for the slope. Okay, well now we're missing one of the points. We know that. We know one of the points. Now we're going to solve for the other point. Okay? So now this is, you can do in your head. 0 minus what gives you negative 1? 1. Okay, so that right there is 1. Negative 5 minus what gives us 2? Very good. Negative 7. So there's one possible point for E. It is, how do we write it up? Very good. Negative 7, 1. That's one answer right now. Okay? So now, to figure out another one, what could we use instead of C? Say it again? Yeah, isn't that a point on the line? Let's just go from there now, okay? So we have, what goes on top, yeah? 1 minus some y over minus, and it's going to equal, has equal what slope? Negative 1/2. Okay, and then do this in your head, and that'll be your other point. And you can go on, keep going, yeah, we're going more than 2. All we have to do is 2 here. So, what is this one? Just 2. So that's 2. Negative 7 minus 1 gives us 2. Negative 9. Because then you want to be positive, right? Alright, so then what is our other point? Negative 9, comma, 2. Okay? And so that's how you would use this formula if you're given like really large numbers and not big little single digit numbers like that.